Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. I was talking to Simba and Simba said he's been flying the Mirage F1 CE in DCS World and he said it's extremely fast at high altitude, like Mach 2.2, Mach 2.3, and I said there's no way that that is faster than an F14 or a Vegan or a MiG-21 up high. It's just not powerful enough, and he said it is, and we got in a mini argument, and so here we are today. We're going to find out which is the fastest 1970s interceptor. Our base is Sochi here. 300 nautical miles away, 350 statute miles, is a baddie, a bear. He's going to fly towards us at 36,000 feet. We're going to take off and find out which is the fastest 1970s interceptor. So we've got 5 aircraft from the 70s. We have an F5E Tiger II, circa 1970 introduction. A MiG-21 Biz, circa 1972. A Mirage F1C E for export, circa 1975. An AGS-37 Ground Vegan, circa 1971. And finally, the original F-14A Tomcat, 1974. So all the lower end of the 70s. In terms of the most powerful, by far, it's the Tomcat, but it's also the heaviest. The least powerful is the F5, but it's also the lightest. In terms of loadout, we've all got 2 Sidewinders or equivalent type missiles. There will be no long-range Phoenix shots because we don't care really about the missiles today. It's about the jet. How fast and how far can you fly? Also, fuel. All aircraft have maximum internal fuel and maximum external fuel. The reason I do that is because you, the pilot, have control of when you want to drop all of these exterior tanks. So you can optimize as you see fit. So it's not just about pushing the lever and going forward, it's about managing your fuel most efficiently. So that's that. The MiG, also 3 fuel tanks and 2 aphids. Mirage F1, 3 fuel tanks, 2 Sidewinders. Ground Vegan, 1 fuel tank, 2 Sidewinders. F14, 2 fuel tanks, 2 Sidewinders. Predictions. Who do you think is going to win, guys?
No clue.
I think the F-14A, those engines go crazy at high altitude and fast.
Simba?
I think the Mirage F1 is the sleeper.
Crazy. Simba's crazy. Why has Simba gone crazy all of a sudden? This thing isn't fast. No, I think you're wrong, guys. I think Vegan will win it to begin with. I think it's all kind of punch and no trousers. It's in terms of high altitude, I'm pretty sure they've just way over-modeled it in DCS. So I'm going to just get it to Mach 2 within a couple of seconds, but it will run out of fuel. It just doesn't carry enough fuel. I reckon the MiG's just going to fall out the sky and have no fuel. This thing is just a bucket and won't go anywhere. Mirage, I think, again, it's all talk and no trousers. So probably, I suppose, it'll be the F-14, which is kind of what it was designed for, to go quite far, very fast. And today's pilots are myself in a Vegan, Strider in the F5, Violet Moon in the Tomcat, Cannonball in the MiG-21, and Simba in his new beloved toy, the Mirage F1C. Right, I put the Tomcat at the front because I'm pretty sure it's going to accelerate, faster down the runway, and I didn't want anyone hitting each other. Guys, put your brakes on and just spool a little bit of engine spool. Try not to bang each other. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at that Tomcat go. TF-31s, baby. Man, this thing's loud. Oh, the MiG's really good. Look at the MiG. Smashed the Mirage. Already beaten Simba. How does that feel? Does not feel good is the answer.
Give it time. Give it time.
I will give it time, Simba. I will give it time. Careful not to jettison your Sidewinders off by accident. You will need them. Jesus, Violet is absolutely in the lead. Right, how high you go is really up to you. Somewhere between, for the fast jets, with the big engines, somewhere between 35 and 40 for max efficiency. For the smaller jets, the F5 and the MiG, probably somewhere between 20 and 30, I would have thought. Contact is obviously 240 off the nose. Wow, I've just seen Violet up there. Yeah, Violet is smashing us. Weakest is F5, as you think. Simba is second slowest. So far, things not working out so good for Simba.
Well, I had to drop that 12,000 pounds of fuel you gave
Yeah,
me.
I'll give you that, Simba. I did overload you with fuel. But again, if you run out of fuel now, then that's a you problem, I'm afraid. Violet is 15. I'm at, wow, 20, 9, 10. Poor old Strider. Bless his cotton socks. He's trying. I'm going to get to about 40,000 feet, valued viewers. That's where I'm going to get the best miles per gallon, the best speed, the most optimal drag. Cap cons. First one in cons. Alright, how am I now? 33, a little bit more. Still got. Oh! Dump my tank. Tank off. Woo! Now I'm really going to go fast. Altitude 38. Okay, that's me done. Leveling off. Right. Hard on. We just sit and gobble up the miles now. All big modern fast jets will find an optimum about 40,000 feet. I've overtaken Violet. What the hell? I told you it's so overmodeled displaying this. Watch how quickly it gets to Mark 2. Now the JA-37 could do this speed, but I'm pretty sure Ground Vegan can never do this speed up here. But Strider
14,000.
doing his best. Cannonball doing respectively. Simba
27.5. Yeah, Mach 1.2.
Mach 1.2. You're actually catching Violet Moon up. Violet Moon's got her wings back, but she's at Angel's 40 now. Now, the TF-31 engine, TF-30, sorry, in this plane here, are like, they're like wind-up engines. They take ages to get going, but once they get into the power band, they're all about the power band. Right at the top end, suddenly they come alive and they produce a huge amount of power. Completely useless if you ever want to use the plane for anything else than top speed. But for top speed, they're one of the best engines around, especially for the time. They're so highly optimized. Me and my cheating plane, I'm at Mark 1.9 and holding with stores on. Right, we are 206 miles. Really funny if the only bomber here is the one that wins it. I bet it is. It's the problem with, that is one of the problems with DCS. Everyone says it's realistic, it's realistic. It's as realistic as they program it. Tops out at Mark 1.9.
Strider, 20,000.
Well done, Strider. Strider, bless him, has got no power in this thing at all. Diddy little engines, little eco savers. They've got their. Simba's coming back, overtaking Violet Moon. Violet Moon is still not fully wound up on those engines yet. She's drag free. What you'll see is those engines will get more and more power, more and more quickly. Simba, to be fair, is doing pretty well. What's your mark, Simba?
1.5.
1.5. Alright, fair enough. Cannonball, what's your mark if you know?
Let me check. I'm not sure where to find that on the MiG.
Alright, we'll just fly the plane. It's hard enough just flying that plane.
The MiG-21 is Mach 1.02.
That's pretty terrible. Okay, guys, we are about 200 miles away from the target. So start, you know, planning your fuel. How are you going to do your fuel, basically?
I have no idea because the MiG calculates a countdown based off of what you start with.
Then we run a Mirage.
And when you punch tanks, it doesn't subtract the fuel.
Well, that's a pretty shit design.
I did finally learn that's how the tanks work in the MiG. I didn't know the Mirage did the same thing.
Yeah, it's a Mirage thing. I think even the Mirage 2000 might do the same.
Yep, same thing.
Right. Oh, I've just realised I've got speeds here, valued viewers. There's your speed in knots, true speed, which is the same as ground speed today because there is no wind on. I'm at that many knots. Simba is actually, bless his cotton socks, he's going to catch me up and overtake me. He was right. His speed's overtaking me. Is that realistic? Maybe.
It was designed as a Cold War interceptor for the French.
He's going faster than me now. He's going 20 knots faster than me. Wow, look at that. You were right, Simba. You were right about this.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Violet is... she's just... Violet will become the fastest of all of us. It will just take her a million miles to get there because of those engines.
I'm starting to hit my airframe limit.
1,200 knots. Have you got a mark on that, Simba?
Just around 2.2.
Wow.
And it's actually not the airframe limit, it's the engine. You will start
The
compressor
intake.
stalling.
That'd be the intake, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Cannonball, have you got a mark for us? Wow, that's slow.
Cannonball, Mach 1.0, or no, 1.1. was climbing a little bit. I dropped my tanks.
Roger, let's drop my drink. So you'll start speeding up pretty quickly. Now, the reason he's had to bring those tanks along with him, valued viewers, is he just carries barely any fuel in that thing. So he's had to do that if he wants to get those miles.
Strider, 30,000.
I'm just sitting at Mark 1.9. And here's the interesting thing. Look at that. Simba is overtaking me now. Officially, this does have a top speed of Mark 2.2. So it's all within, apparently, what Wikidata is. Violet's still increasing, but she's, in fact, it's not going to be long before she's overtaking me. Cannonball back down there at 720. Strider, bless his cotton socks, 420. Might be time to contemplate getting rid of a couple of tanks, maybe. I think he's struggling with drag, bless him. He's
At the very least, my plane is stable.
He's nice and high, though. I am 90 miles away from TU-95. Simba is pretty much topped his limit out there. What's your mark now, Simba?
Just under 2.2 at Angels 54.
Amazing. Okay, look how quickly the F-14A is speeding up. Now those engines are getting in their power band. Look at that. She's going to come shooting right by us all in a minute. It's like a car turbocharger turning on. Zim! She's faster than me now. Just took her a while to get there.
I only see one afterburner on.
Jesus, Simba, you're at 1,300 knots. What is that all about?
Oh, crap.
Oh, what happened? Fuel?
Nope. I oversped the engine.
Right. Well, restart it.
Violet, do you have both engines running?
Yeah, she will do. It'll just be a game bug or something.
Just reaching Mach 2.0.
Yep, she's at 1165 knots, and she
I actually did not read the manual on how to do this.
should have watched Supercat video.
Oh, I'm up to almost Mach 1.6.
Okay, here comes Cannonball. This thing's really going. Poor old Strider's stuck down at 450 knots, and this airframe, slick. This one here, slick, maxes out at 1.6. I am 60 miles away and closing very quickly. Fuel's getting low, but I don't think it's going to be a massive problem. Violet, look at Violet's speed, Violet. 1250. And this is what I was saying about that Tomcat. Really well modelled. Yeah, I don't know why one engine's showing, but just ignore it. Imagine a turbocharger just kicking in. That's what's happening to Violet's engines at the moment as they get into their really big power band. Look how quickly it's changed. Uh-oh, why is she slowed down? Violet, why are you slowing down?
Fuel.
Violet!
I'm not out of fuel. I've been in afterburner this entire time.
Yeah.
But I am just reaching Mach 2.2.
Wow. Look, you're at 1,300. That's faster than Simba got. 1,300 knots. So Mach 2.2. And she'll keep going and going and going. All the way to Mach 2.6. Probably for the A model. Right, I'm looking for the guy to shoot him down now. So he is at 240. What's your fuel, Violet?
4,000 pounds.
Say again?
4,000 pounds.
Roger. Close so much of this guy. Cap.
Oh my gosh, Cap, Mach 2 in the MiG.
Wowie. I can't tell if I'm locked on or not. Cap, Fox 2. Splash, I'm going to pause there, guys. Oof. Right. Vegan got there. It's just super OP, but it got there, and it's almost out of fuel, so it got to Mark 1.9 like straight away and just stood there. Violet Moon got peaked. Where are you? What mark are you in now, Violet?
2.2.
I think it can actually go faster. If you find its absolute correct altitude, I think I've topped it about just over Mark 2.5 with the A model, but really fast, much faster than me at the moment. I'm at Mark 1.9. That was really good. Simba, where did you leave off before your plane went daft?
He's gone.
Okay, I think he
I think
said
Simba's fastest speed was 2.2.
2.2, so about the same as what Violet's got here. Cannonball, what are you at now?
I am at 48,958 feet and Mach 2.1.
That's
and accelerating.
genuinely impressive. We'll carry all that on in a minute and see how it goes. How are you doing so far, Strider?
I'm 36,000 feet and Mach 0.83.
So you're just coming on transonic. I'm going to unpause now, guys. We might as well go to the bitter end. Go. I already know what I top out at, so I might as well just eject. That's a big closure rate and a fast ejection speed.
Oh, I think I overfed the engine. It just shut down.
Yeah, so the problem is once the air coming into the engine gets so fast, it causes problem with like the first stage of the engine, the compressor, and actually stalls the compressor. That's why a lot of these planes have this nose cone thing that goes in and out. It probably does in this plane, but obviously you've got to the limit of it. What that cone does is it actually slows the air to subsonic speed before it hits that first fan. But there's always a limit, obviously. All of us will have a limit. And that is very often the top speed of your aircraft is all about that there. How are you doing, Violet Moon?
I decided to climb up in altitude a little bit to see if I can get my speed up.
Yeah, different planes will optimize at different altitudes. What Mach are you now?
Speed dropped a little bit during the climb.
All right.
I'm just below Mach 2.2, and I'm about to run out of fuel.
Roger. I think also the reason you couldn't get
1,300 pounds.
also because you've got a couple of sidewinders and you've got a couple of you've got the pallets on as well, so you had a little bit of drag on there as well. That's why you couldn't get the absolute top. Right, all we want to see now is that F5 going friggin' supersonic. Punch at Admiral Stillwell, get that thing supersonic. That's an order.
Let's see how fast I can get it going in a nosedive.
Remember, valued viewers, we will not achieve the maximum airframe limits speeds because we are carrying drag, we're carrying pylons, we are carrying missiles. Because remember, we're doing an intercept here, we're not doing a speed run.
Out of fuel.
All right, so 2.2. Simba was 2.2. Cannonball went 2.1 and then froze the engine. I got 1.9 straight away. And Strider, we just want to see him supersonic, ready?
95.
Is that a sonic boom? Is that a sonic boom?
1.0.
Boom. That'll go all the way up in that configuration to just about Mach 1.5, I'd say. Right, which was the fastest Cold War interceptor? Vegan, apparently, if you believe DCS. I highly doubt that. I'm almost certain in real life it would be the Tomcat. However, there was a very good chance I'm wrong, and I usually am. So, argue with me. Any final comments, my valued humanoids?
Engine restart success in the MiG-21.
Look at that.
Well, we get all the interceptors and have them use their intercept weapons. Other than the Tomcats, that would be fair.
Right, I'm heading off. I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you later.